Hey, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you checking out this video. Appreciate your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Look, we've got some what I would call WNBA drama going on in the NBA. Yes, that's right. We're going to talk a little bit about Lil Baby James. Some people might know him as LeBron James. I call him Lil Baby James. And we're going to talk into some drama he stirred up going off on Stephen A. Smith courtside during a game. And look, if you haven't seen it, don't worry. I've got the clip ready to go. I've got some other ones for you as well that we're going to talk about. But man, LeBron is out here between the third and fourth quarter of a Lakers game, cursing out Stephen A. Smith and telling him to leave his son Bronny alone. Yeah, I've got some thoughts on this one. LeBron out of line. Is Stephen A doing his job? And I tell you, this whole thing reminds me of those, right? We all talk about youth sports parents and how crazy they get. That's what this reminds me of. Those unhinged parents screaming at a 9-year-old soccer game. Does it sound like that, right? I can I can tell you as a longtime youth soccer coach, this stuff does happen. I can confirm it. It does happen. But we're gonna break it down. Hit that like button if you're ready. If you haven't already, I really do appreciate it. It helps out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's go. This all went down during a recent Lakers game. Yes, during a game. LeBron walks out of the huddle before the fourth quarter. Stephen A is sitting a few feet away, courtside, and LeBron starts cursing at him. Yeah, that's right. We got the clip now. Of course, no sound. We didn't have that. We've got, some great lip readers out there, and I'll show you a couple angles so you can see. But here's the first clip that went around. It's just him, right? He's all upset. He's a little baby James is all up in his feels. How dare you criticize my son, the professional basketball player? Yeah, the professional basketball player. And just also right up at the top of this one, he says, you know, if this is really what it was about, LeBron is as soft and thin-skinned as we've always said. Yeah, 100%. The most thin-skinned, insecure person in the history of the planet. Uh, but Stephen A confirmed it.
Um, that was LeBron James coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, uh, to confront me about making sure that I mind what I say about his son. Can't repeat the words because they ain't suited for FCC airwaves.
So there you go. Confirmation that it was about criticizing Bronny James and it was using salty language. And here you go, just so you can see this. He is right. They're on the bench, waiting to start the fourth quarter, getting ready to go. LeBron, little baby James thinks this is the time because my feels, I just can't contain it. I can't control myself. I don't have any self control as a 40-year-old man. And he goes over and curses out Stephen A. Smith about talking about his son. This is absolutely wild. I swear, everyone thinks they're Will Smith now. I'm so sick of hearing any version of keep blank out your mouth. Can we stop? Can we stop? Can we get something else? Do we have the creativity and the brain power for a different phrase? Stephen A is just watching the game. He's like, probably, hey, man, I do sports media for a living. I criticize, I analyze, I give opinion. I just signed a 5-year, $100 million deal because people think I do it that well. And you're going to tell me just because he's your son, who, by the way, wouldn't be in the league if he wasn't your son, you're going to tell me that I can't criticize him. I can criticize everyone else, but not him. This is wild. And y'all know I'm not a huge Stephen A fan, but he is not wrong here. Lil Baby James, the fake king, the face of the NBA, who's driving it into the ground. It has been in a spiral since LeBron James got in the league. And the man is losing it. He's losing it like he's about to fight the ref at a youth league game. Come on. We've all back to the youth sport meltdowns. I've seen calmer meltdowns from dads when little Timmy misses a free throw. All right, we're going to unpack this a little bit more. That's right, a little bit more. So here's the deal. Here's what really kind of ticks me off about this. Little baby James can't have it both ways. LeBron, you can't have it both ways. You put Bronny in this position. You do not get to flex your NBA clout. Get your kid drafted by the Lakers with a contract no one in history at his draft position has ever received, and then act shocked when people paid to criticize sports games and athletes actually criticize his game because everyone knows it's not good enough. Guess what? Ronnie's a professional basketball player. He is fair game. How he performs on the court is fair game. And let's be clear, no one has been out there making it personal and slinging insults at Bronny James. They've talked about his game. LeBron, this is not the YMCA. You don't get to yell, "Hey, that's my baby boy," and expect everyone to clap for his participation trophy because that's what it is. There is someone not in the NBA because Bronny is in the NBA. And let's be clear, LeBronny, little baby James, LeBron, he's been hyping Bronny for years. This is nothing new. That's what's wild when I say talk about, both sides. He can do this. I can find it. Wrong one. I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, Dave Portnoy asked if this is a real tweet, and it is. He says, I assume it was edited. No, this is real. This is from almost exactly 2 years ago, right? So this is 2023, which would have been what, Bronny's freshman year? Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Bleep, lightweight, hilarious with a lot of laughing emojis. By the way, so would LeBron think it's normal and be completely okay and apologize if a parent of one of the players in the NBA who he's clearly dissing actually got in his face and said the same thing, even though he didn't mention specific players? He threw a lot of the league under the bus with that nonsense, especially when you see the way Bronny James has played basketball. I mean, that is a bold claim, LeBron. I mean, because your son's at USC averaging under 5 points a game, playing like 11 minutes. I mean, I'm no math genius. I mean, I'm a math genius, but I'm going to say I'm no math genius, but I'm pretty sure 5 points a game with what, like a couple rebounds maybe, it does not scream better than John Morant, my friend. If I told my coach or manager, whatever, I was better than half the team and then I showed up with those stats, I'd be fired faster than you can say nepotism. And in this case, you can say nepotism. Let Ronnie didn't get drafted 55th overall and snag an $8 million guaranteed contract because of his stat sheet, because of his ability as a player. This is all about LeBron James and his leverage. Without that last name, Ronnie's not sniffing the NBA after two subpar, shaky college years where he's barely a role player. So, LeBron, you built this stage, my man. You don't get mad when the critics start reviewing the show. That is insane. Well, we're going to talk Stephen A just a little bit here as well. Because, like, what he's supposed to do, this is what I'm saying. The man gets paid to analyze hoops. 5 years, $100 million deal he just signed. Obviously, there are people who enjoy his takes, even if it's sometimes to enjoy hating on those takes. And it's not, like I said, it's not like he's out here trash talking Bronny's haircut or his prom date. Anything he said has been about Bronny's basketball game, and that is 100% fair play. 100% fair play. Bronny's averaging less than half a point, half an assist, and half a rebound per game in the NBA. He's shooting 25%, 20% from three. Against the Sixers, he played 15 minutes and scored 0 points. The man entered the game in the first quarter, and he should not be in the NBA. I've seen more points from a broken vending machine. Hell, I've scored more points with. Then never mind. We won't get into that. So LeBron cannot say my son's better than a lot of the players in the league, and then they'll pull the protective daddy card because this isn't about his son being criticized, right? Goes back to what I said and what that post said. This is about LeBron James and how thin-skinned he is and how he can't handle this because he knows this is all about him. He knows that everybody knows that Bronny shouldn't be in the league. You do not get to hype him up like he's the freaking next MJ and then cry foul when someone's like, yeah, it's kind of subpar right now. Really shouldn't be here. I mean, that's like the WNBA being incapable of making layoffs and then being like, how dare you not like it? Oh, wait, that you know what? Scratch that. That's a bad example that happens. Hey, Stephen A is just calling it like it is. It like a lot of other people, and the stats back him up. They back him up. And the one thing, if I have it here, I think it was this one, right? Again, you can see it. Grown man with an $8 million guaranteed NBA contract, which no one gets, drafted number 55. He got that because he's LeBron James' son. That is what this is about. LeBron James, who, by the way, was a free agent and made it very clear he wanted to play with his son and he was going to go where that was going to happen. He used that leverage to get his son into the NBA. Otherwise, he would have had Bronny play his junior year and his senior year and gone from there. But this isn't about Bronny. This is about LeBron because he wanted to play with his son. So look, in some ways I feel bad for Bronny. I get it. Little baby James, his dad LeBron put this kid in an unwinnable spot. He used his leverage with the Lakers to force them to draft a guy who's not ready for the NBA. Like I said, Bronny should have stayed at USC for 2 more years, worked on his game, earned his way. Maybe it does happen later. But no, LeBron's like, no, I want my father son NBA moment. And he just tossed his son into the deep end. He twisted the Lakers' arm and used that leverage. That's not parenting, that's selfishness. Now, let me say, I feel a little bad for Bronny. I don't feel a lot because, again, if I'm being straight with you, he's the epitome of privilege. He's taking advantage of this. 8 million bucks. He didn't earn that money. If he's look, if he's smart with his money, he's already made enough to never work again, all because of his dad's name. So LeBron yelling at Stephen A. Courtside, it just makes it all worse because now it's all up in the news again. LeBron's supposed to have been the face of the league all these years. The man should be embarrassed by his behavior. This is not role model behavior. It's not good dad behavior. It's helicopter parent at the spelling bee behavior. My goodness, LeBron is a tiger mom. I mean, how would you like to be Bronny's teammates too? Or again, Bronny too, how awkward that is. You'd be like, hey man, your dad's out here fighting to meet it for you. You good? I mean, it's humiliating. It's humiliating. LeBron needs to take a breath, take a step back, let Bronny figure this out if he can. Because right now, man, you ain't changing the narrative. You're just proving everybody right. You're a thin skinned, insecure man child. So, obviously, where do I land on this? LeBron's dead wrong here. Bronny's a pro. He's open to criticism of his game just like anyone else. LeBron signed him up for this. He doesn't get to play victim now when it gets real and when people call this stuff out. Because a lot of people at the beginning were like, oh, how cool it is because it's going to be the father son moment and all that. Forget the fact that the kid shouldn't be playing the game. Well, now he still keeps getting chances with the Lakers. And look, he's playing well in the G League. Okay. So in the future, there could be something again. He should be a junior right now. So there's a possibility the man could legitimately make it in the NBA at some point, but it's not now. And to say you can't criticize him is absurd. This isn't a noble dad move. This is a tantrum from a guy who's used to controlling everything. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really do appreciate it. Do you think LeBron should chill out? I know some of you probably say he's right to defend his son. I've seen some of that already, but let me know your take in the comments. As always, appreciate you checking this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out a lot, and I will talk to you later.